Welcome back to the channel where we prove that sometimes the hottest action isn't on the ice, but in the DMs. Today we're breaking down the Olympians episode where the tension between Shane and Ilya finally reaches a boiling point. From Ilya's brutal Russian homecoming and his father's cold shoulder to that infamous 9-inch promise, we're analyzing every bit, baby, of digital foreplay and locker room longing. It's a game of high stakes, low blows, and long pole figure skating. So let's dive into why these rivals are actually each other's biggest obsession.
My goodness, there was a lot of alliteration and innuendos and poles and 9 inches. And oh my God, is this that show? Yes, it is. This is that show.
Hell yeah, today's title, Olympians.
Oh, okay. Yeah, welcome to the world of Major League Hockey. And the Olympians title is just that the literal title being the Olympians going to the Olympics, so to speak, and just the overall competition between these two very hot men.
Speaking of hot men, Ilya asks what a girl is to do on a lonely night in Montreal. Is he projecting his own loneliness or just looking for a Boston invitation?
You were fishing for an invitation. You were fishing for an invitation because, first of all, the way that Rosanov looked, you were never in any trouble of not having something or someone to do. Never ever. Well, never dry. Okay.
Okay, so Shane claims Ilya's texts make no sense, but Ilya insists they do. Is this a language barrier, or is Shane just pretending not to speak fluent flirt?
There is no language barrier. It is very clear you meant come in the sexual way, and Shane Hollander is slow. He's slow. And I love even how Ilya is like, as mean as he is, again, sometimes I love a good Lestat type character. Like, your texts are boring. Like, are you stuck at 16? You know, he's just like, no barrier, no filter. Like, I don't even know why I'm wasting my time flirting with you. This sucks. Like, you're a no.
So Ilya promises one goal for each inch. With the count of 9 mentioned, is he overestimating his performance on the ice or elsewhere?
I don't think he is being hyperbolic. I think that those 9 goals that he promised he could deliver, and those 9 inches that showed up in that message, I think are right on brand.
I love going live with you.
Listen.
When they bet on who gets to fuck whom based on who wins the game, does anyone actually lose in that scenario?
No one loses, and he said as much because whenever Hollander counters were, okay, well, if I win, what do I get? He said, same thing. Listen, fair exchange, what do they say? Fair exchange is never a robbery. Okay? Look, we all win. It'll all come together.
When was the first time that you've ever used an emoji? I don't know if you can remember that far back, but.
Ooh. So, I don't even know if this counts as an emoji. Remember them little Simmons phones? They were about this big. And they had the orange screen back then, and you could see the little angry face or the offended face.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time that I can remember that was, I guess, emoji adjacent. But, ooh, my God, I'm showing my age. I don't even remember. I don't remember. And I couldn't tell you the first one that I used.
So In this particular episode, Ilya sends a kissy emoji. How does the kissy emoji serve as a tactical weapon in Shane's psychological warfare?
Well, Shane's already dealing with um, his closeted feelings. So going there that open and intimate and vulnerable with a kissy face, it's like, whoa, this is too much. He hasn't had any, at least not that I picked up on previous same-sex relationships to this point. And so, it's a bit much for him, and he's already very, no pun intended, tightly wound, you know. Still getting a kissy face. It's like, my goodness, maybe someone's gonna see this. I don't know how to feel about this. Is this my boyfriend now? It's a lot. I can imagine that Shane is a freaking Virgo, and you have thought about all the things. You have, the neurodivergent part aside. You got some Virgo tendencies. I mean, you have thought about all kinds of things that no one's thinking of.
Well, he's close. He's a Taurus. He's still an Earth sign, so he does.
Earth sign. We'll take it. We'll take it.
So let's switch gears just a little bit. All right. So Ilya's father says he should be ashamed after losing to Latvia. How does this paternal rejection fuel Ilya's need for scoring in America?
Well, it's a tale that's old as time. Um, you longing to please a parent that really it doesn't matter what you do, you're aren't going to be successful at that, and so it's probably what gave him the drive to make it as far as he already has in the first place. And so it's just, although it's an impossible feat, he just wants to in some way earn his father's affections. They're Russian. You're not going to get affection anyway, so good luck with that. But yeah, I think it just drives him to just do even better, and just for his family and his country in general.
Okay. Now, you said for his family and his country. Do you think he was doing that for his family and or his country? Or was it simply to basically say, F you, daddy?
I think it could be a little bit of both, but probably more so F you, dad. F you, but also I still want to please you.
His father mocks his American nonsense and mentions his mother is dead. Does Ilya seek out Shane because Shane is the only one who sees him as a man rather than a sloppy disappointment?
I think Shane, so yes to your question, and I think Shane is a bit of a breath of fresh air, right? He's different. To me, it would seem that the type of people, especially from what I've seen in the show, that Ilya goes for are very outgoing, very type A, boisterous, bold type people. And Shane is a lot more reserved. And so all of that pressure from the dad, the brother, the bearded girlfriend, the coach's son or whomever that he was banging, all of that, those people are very, very boisterous. That's in his life. And so Shane, while he has this wealth of talent, he's very reserved, very calm, so I think a good calm to the storm that is the life of Ilya Rosanov.
Okay. All right. So you said the bearded girlfriend. I love that. I love that. The bearded girlfriend, her father is the minister. So the minister still wants Ilya despite the loss. Is Ilya's value purely political in Russia?
Say it one more time for me.
Is Ilya's value purely political in Russia?
I'm going to say yes. I mean, a win for you in America is the win for Russia. It just looks good. You look good on paper. Make the entire country look good.
And what would have happened if Russia found out that he was gay?
Oh.
Or at least had sex with men?
So no fly zone. You come home, they'll probably kill you. And suffice it to say, don't go home. You probably get killed for a lot less. And so yeah, wouldn't even go back to Russia once everybody finds out. Wouldn't do it.
So earlier you talked about Shane's Shane's not Shane, Ilya's backstory as it relates to the friend that he had, the friend that went to New York and went to Paris, and now he was back in Russia, and he wanted to have sex with Ilya. His name is Sasha. So Sasha is snorting cocaine in a tub while Ilya is deep in thought. What does this contrast say about Ilya's isolation within his own inner circle?
He has so how he shows up in the hockey world is a bad boy, right? And not saying that he's just this awesome guy in general, but how he shows up, his persona, so to speak, his hockey persona versus his private life, it's like I think he's outgrown certain things. And so again, speaking to that dynamic between him and Shane, going from as much of the chaos to something more calm, something more potentially long term, something less fleeting than just a one night stand and shooting cocaine and all of that. So maturing in a sense when it comes to relationships.
And I hear you, and I agree with you. But let me just add on to that. I think what he was doing was he was looking at Shane, or the possibility of Shane, and what Shane represented for him, and how he's so diametrically opposite of what he had right in front of him. And he was saying which one was better. It was kind of like which one would be best for me in this particular situation. And then he was looking at his past, Sasha, and he was just like, nah, I prefer to go forward. I prefer to go forward with Shane. But I don't even know if he was consciously aware of that. That's what I'm wrestling with. Was he consciously aware of the possibility of Shane, or was he just turning away from Sasha and what he represented?
I don't know that he was consciously aware. I feel like, as much as again, his persona is like the bad boy and all that, I feel like he was going down the rabbit hole just as much as Shane was, because they flirted with this over a course of years, and I would have lost interest by now. I'm not gonna lie. I can barely stick to a hairstyle. So
on just text alone?
Right. I done forgot to text you. It done been 3 weeks. Like, dang, I can't respond now. It's against some Virgo shit. But that's why certain people I have to pin to the top. So it's just like, okay, you don't get disrespectful. Needless to say, you're pinned to the top. Speaking of being pinned,
I love it.
Next question.
All right. Let's change gears just a little bit. So Hollander mentions hockey is complicated and nuanced. Is he talking about the game or the fact that he's thinking about Ilya while giving interviews?
He's thinking about Ilya
while giving interviews.
I think it's the latter.
Do tell.
I think it's the latter, because I think as far as the nuances, like Shane is picking up on some of the vibes in the hockey world too, as far as these closeted men, so to speak. Once Ilya had Shane's boring cookie, Sasha seems like burnt toast to him. Hey, books, girls, and purrs.
Books, girls, and purrs. Do you think of these like off the top of your head, or is this like in your back pocket and you've just been waiting to use it? I need to know.
Either way, we love it. We love to hear it. We love to hear it. It's almost like she's the voice in my head, like, dang, I should have said that out loud.
Okay, I agree with you there. I think definitely Shane, like the thought of Ilya is percolating to the top of Shane's thoughts.
Percolating. It's a lot of percolating in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, off the cuff. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So someone asks if Ilya was hard before the game. Is the adrenaline of the playoffs the only thing getting these boys up for the challenge?
Apt, and I love it. I love a good double entendre. My God. Yes. So definitely more than that cold ass ice that was we're giving these men excitement. You know, the sexting right before a game. And I love, again, which made me feel like, dang, it's Shane a Virgo, because instead of just completely going down the rabbit hole, you're thinking, wait, are you trying to sabotage me? He's out to get me. Instead of just enjoying, you know, the sexting right before the game and then getting out there for the competition, he feels like he's kind of being baited in so it can throw him off his game. But I absolutely loved it. I was like, oh my goodness. And then it's just something about a little secret, just doing something a little naughty that nobody else knows. We've switched the names and the phone, and we get out there on the ice and we're gonna give it our all. So yes, definitely hard on for the career, the love of the game, but certainly for each other and the prospect of doing something with each other after.
Okay, so towards the end of the episode, Ilya has won, and Shane goes to visit him. And so I have a question, but something popped into my head. Shane starts to take his clothes off, and he starts to fold it slowly. And Ilya is just staring at him. What's going on in that moment? Not with Shane, but with Ilya.
So he's probably thinking this neophyte novice, who does this? Put it down, put it up, but also intrigued and probably thinks it's a little cute because it's like, okay, you know, this is like a little virgin. I cannot wait to pop this cherry because you are so new at this. You folding your clothes. Like, I think he was both a little bit annoyed and turned on all at the same time. Like, this is cute.
I agree with that. Both annoyed and turned on at the same time. I was just like, dang, dude, this is the weirdest shit ever. Take that shit off and get naked already. Like, come on.
Story of my life. What the fuck is Swiffer up?
Well, Shane was caught in his underwear with a lot of windows around. Is he a closet exhibitionist? Or does he just want a certain Russian to look at?
He's too. I don't think he's a closeted exhibitionist. He is just so tightly wound. But what I do think is the rush of being with Ilya and seeing how seemingly carefree he is, and you know all the chaos that is Ilya, is making him feel more comfortable and safe to explore other things as opposed to being just, you know, tightly wound. And so, you know, definitely don't think it's a closeted exhibitionist. It's just, yeah, okay, I'm flirting with these adventures with you. And so I kind of like it. It's uncomfortable, but I like it.
Okay. All right. So Ilya says, Russians do not blush. I didn't get that accent right. Yet he's accused of it. What is Shane doing to him that the Russian winter couldn't?
So he says Russians do not what?
Blush.
Blush.
That was the locker room scene.
Listen, you are at this stage puppy love, or at the very least extremely infatuated. And so this is him trying to hold on to this Russian what is it? I'm gonna say microaggression. All Russians are this, or whatever. So you're trying to hold on to that, but at the same time, hey, your chemistry isn't lying. You are indeed blushing. And so, but whereas he's playing hockey and all of these different places, you grew up in Russia, so you can't just turn that off. So certain things is just like, no, you may enjoy sleeping with men, but don't say it out loud as far as blushing. I feel like that immediately makes me weak. And I don't like that. There's no such thing as a weak Russian. That's an oxymoron.
So at the award ceremony, Shane and Ilya have to present together. And they have to take a picture together and all that other good stuff. And Ilya takes his hand and he puts it at the back of Shane's neck, and then he slowly rubs it down and feels the curve of his back until it rests on his ass. What was happening in that moment?
In that moment, Shane in his head, all systems alert. You might as well be up on the USS Enterprise on Star Fleet. Beam me up, Scotty. I am scared that I'm about to be poking wood at this ceremony. At that point, I promise you, all systems go. Shane was having a meltdown in his head because he is, the more polished one. More in control of things. And Ilya literally disrupts everything that Shane Hollander is in all the best and worst ways. And so,
all the best ways, baby. All the best ways.
and so for me, Shane's having a meltdown in his head, but at the same time, probably more turned on than he's ever been in his life. And Ilya is enjoying the game, like hiding in plain sight. We're in front of hundreds and hundreds of people.
And it's televised, so millions.
Right. And okay, with the millions being recorded. And I am willing to take a risk and do that. So I was like, oh my goodness. That to me, that was like one of the sexiest things, because again, someone as buttoned up as Shane is, to have to take him out of his comfort zone and do that to him, and he can't react. OMG. When I say cream, whole body would have just melted on the stage. Okay? In every single way.
So Shane demands to know what Ilya actually wants from him. And the answer is blunt. Is this the most honest conversation they've ever had up until this point?
I'm sorry. Say the question one more time.
So after the award ceremony, well, not ceremony, but after the award show, Shane walks off stage and he finally goes to the restroom, and then clearly Ilya follows him. So Shane demands to know, what does Ilya want from him? Like, actually, what does he want? And the answer is blunt. Is this the most honest conversation they've ever had?
To this point, I think so. And I like the fact that Shane just went there because it was driving him crazy. Like, okay, you go months, you don't respond to my text, and here we go. Now, all of a sudden, you rubbing on me in front of all of these people in the public eye. So I do think it was a very candid conversation, so to speak.
Okay, so when I was watching this, the very first time that I watched it, I was like, so it's clear to me that both of them like each other. I'm not going to say love each other, but it's clear to me that both of them like each other. But at this particular point in time, I was wrestling with who likes whom the most, who's initiating this, who's communicating it, even though they're not using words to communicate it, but who's communicating that they like the other one the most in this scenario.
I love your brain. I absolutely love your brain, because, well, I love all of you, obviously, but I love the way your brain works, because at face value, you would think that the novice, the one who's never experienced all these things, but for me, it's Ilya. Like, he's willing, like, he has all these other things, and let's be clear, he's turned some things down along the way. Maybe not everything, but just the fact that he is entertaining this, almost equivalent to a virgin, really wanting to like have these just back and forth text messages before he, started doing the douchebag thing and all of that. But anyway, he is more and more, of course, as the show unfolds, allowing himself to be vulnerable and all of these things. And so, okay, like I said, after probably 2 weeks, I would have been bored and done with it. Continuing to keep this relationship, so to speak, going over a course of years. So I feel like Ilya is probably a little more, into Shane than the reverse.
So that's not what I think. In my mind, Ilya sees Shane as, this is some ass that I can get whenever we're in the same city, and I'm gonna keep this alive. Whatever it is I need to do to keep this alive. I mean, we've all been there. Like we keep people in rotation because we want it when we want it, and we got to say enough to keep it. In my mind, when Shane leaves the room, the hotel room, and he's trying to think of what to send Ilya in a text message, and he's just frustrated, and he puts his head on the elevator, and he was just like, "We never even kissed." I don't want to kiss you if I don't have some feelings for you.
To me,
you know what I'm saying?
And that resonates. That tracks. I feel that. But for me, that's typical rookie behavior. That's typical rookie behavior. I fell in love like the first.
Okay. Maybe it's rookie behavior, but it is easier for a rookie to fall in love than someone who's, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, whenever I got, what is it that Louis says? I was hunted. So when it happened to me, I was like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I'm going to be hiding in this bitch trash can. Like, oh my God. What is going on? Like, why would you hide in the trash cans when you can just ring the doorbell? And I don't know. In my mind, I got to hide because I don't need anybody to know. It's just that Virgo crazy dumbass shit. I promise you. And this was after like a weekend. I was convinced.
You gonna make me tell some secrets on this show.
We're going there. I was convinced. This was after a weekend. I was gonna hide in the bushes. I was certain that we were getting married. All the things in a weekend. In a weekend, I'm just like, oh man, like I swear I would never go here again. But here we are. Okay, now we're here. Now. It's just, you as charming as a snake. So now I got to hide in your trash cans to see what's going on. Now, mind you, if you know me, you know you have never seen me dirty.
Never.
Willing to hide in his trash cans to see what's going on. Who coming over there? Okay, crazy. Psycho behavior. So, again, sometimes things happen, but at that novice level, I expect that from Shane. But with Ilya, it's just like, man, okay.
Hi, Samantha.
Hey.
All right. So they talk about long poles in figure skating. Was that a genuine sports commentary or a Freudian slip during the Olympic coverage?
It was a Freudian slip. The long pole, you didn't have to say that like that. You did not have to say that at all. It was a Freudian slip. It was crass, and I loved every second of it.
So Boots Girls and Fur says, Shane can't do all the work, though. He did what Ilya wanted and drank that vodka he didn't want. The least Ilya could have done is give Shane a smooch goodnight. Aww.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta just, on the Ilya side, you gotta leave them wanting more. You can't be too good. You gotta leave them questioning and want more. And it's a douchebag move. It is. It 100% is. But I bet you he's kept texting and doing the absolute most and continuing to fall in love with his toxic ass. But don't we love that? Boring. The last you called it boring, but you into
Okay. Episode 2, Olympians. On a scale of Mayfair to 10, how would you rate this particular
maybe
episode?
we should go from a Mayfair to 9. Or from a 6-inch to a foot long. Hey, we heard those poles and inches and all that come up. Heavily on the come up. So for me, Olympians probably rates in at about maybe a 7 for me. Hi there. Maybe a 7 for me. There were a few moments, of course, I get extremely distracted, right? And so, of course, it's just part of how the show is designed. So it's not bad. But okay, from this year to this year, and then I got to read subtitles. I always have my subtitles on, but some of them are in Russian, and then trying to read the text messages and yada, yada, yada. So
Interesting. Rachel Reed said Ilya was lying about those 9 inches.
oh, how many inches were there?
Don't disappoint. Don't disappoint. I'd rather go with the 9.
I was about to say, leave me with the 9 iron. Leave me with the 9 iron. You know that's golf. Leave me with the 9 iron. And let a girl dream. But yeah, somewhere around a 7. And maybe a little bit higher on the end, especially because of the initial encounters, full throttle. I did enjoy those. And enjoy watching it, but it's just some of the play out brought it down for me a little bit. And again, not bad. Would 100% watch the episode again. But the later episodes, and I'm gonna save that for later, rank a bit higher for me than this one. So I say maybe around a 7.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute.
Come on, look, come through.
Wait. I'm gonna come with the comments, but I'm gonna give my rating. I'm gonna give my rating.
Come with the comments.
I'm gonna go with an 8, and let me tell you why I'm gonna go with an 8. I loved. Okay, so once I saw episode 3, there's a scene in episode 2 that I was like, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on? This is the same scene, but these characters are doing things a little different. So I went back and I watched episode 2 again because of that one scene, and then it was like everything just started clicking, and I was just like, hold up, wait a minute, what are they doing? Why are they making us watch these totally different characters when the story is all about Shane and Ilya? What's going on? And so everything that I saw in episode 2, it was heightened for me because of what I saw in episode 3.
It was heightened for you.
Okay, so Darfalina says, I don't think Jacob Tierney agrees though, because that arm was going pretty far in the shower.
Hey, listen. Did you hear me? I said what I said about the 9. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every inch of it. While I watched.
Literally.
My goodness.
Books Gerson Purr says a 7 is Ilya's 9.
So is that like from the Russian conversion chart?
From centimeters to inches? That's what we doing.
Books Gerson Purr, stop. Also, don't stop. Look, we're not gonna do Mayfair on this episode. We're gonna change it. We're gonna do inches, okay? All
I
right.
think we're gonna confuse everybody if we do something different.
I just think it's appropriate. It is appropriate to measure our rating in inches. Y'all let us know in the comments. Do we want to? Because we know that this Mayfair thing, because I dog Mayfair so bad that Mayfair is like the lowest you can go. But as it pertains to heated rivalry, I think it is appropriate that we measure our ratings in inches.
Okay. Okay.
Let us know in the comments.
Okay. From 0 to 9. That's what we're gonna do. From 0 to 9.
from don't even worry about it. From or don't ever call me. And since we holding on to this 9 inches from Ilya, we'll let 9 be the very, very top. Thank you, books, girls, and purrs. You know that Ilya 9, whatever. So from delete my number to 9.
Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share on all your social media. Until next time, y'all have a good 9.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and 9.